Hi guys, Scott again, and welcome back to another video. And join me in my favourite filming place as it appears, because every video I do seems to start here. But as always, I just want to start with thank you for tuning in, thank you for your continued support, like, subscribe, comment. I think we're up to 530 subscribers so far, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy that I'm still sort of growing, even though I'm not being the most consistent, so I appreciate your support with that. So yeah, as you may have guessed, it's long overdue an update with what's going on, but by me is the Volvo. So here is the update on how it went on, because the last time you saw, I was going around the scrapyard trying to find bits to get this back on the road through its MOT. So I've got it here, so it has passed its MOT. Unfortunately, not as easy as I would have liked, and it did cost a fair bit of money to get through. I think to get it through its MOT and get it back on the road, I paid pretty much close to what I paid for the car, but I'm very attached to it, and yeah, can't really explain that. But so I'm going to go into the bills it costs, what's been changed, plans with it, and just a general update of it all. But for now, let's just have a look around, get into the bodge job I did of the wing. So yeah, you obviously saw me redoing that wing. That is on. Kind of the right colour, kind of not. It looks alright. In the right light, it looks alright. I haven't actually washed or polished it, but you can definitely tell that it's not done professionally. But for my attempt, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna have to do this side because it's failing me. I did cover up some black tape, but yeah, that's gonna be maybe another replacement wing, or hopefully, if I can get enough time, I'll get that one off and repair it. But as I said from the start, this is my daily driver. I'm putting a lot of miles on it. My main goal is to get it into the high mileage Volvo club, 200,000 miles. We're getting there, it's coming nicely. I'm up to about 187,000, and honestly, it's such a dream to drive. Like, well, when I say dream, it's different. It's got character. That 5-pot sound just still gets me, and it is actually a fairly good drive for the age, because it's 26 years old now. It's not young. It's got its creaks and its knocks, but everyone gets creaky knees. Had 4 advisories on the MOT. 3 of them were tyre related, because I've been absolutely milking the last legs off these tyres. They've got the grip, they've got the tread, but I think the valves are shot. So if I leave it every couple of days, let's say if I leave it for 4 days, at least the front right one's gone down, and then if you leave it for a bit longer, 3 of the tyres do just go flat on me. So I'm gonna have to get some new tyres on it. Thankfully, they're not quite anything in the region of what I'd have to pay for the Focus. So as I said, yeah, a P4S for the Focus is about, let's say 200 quid a corner if you're lucky, less, 190, 180, depends where you go. That's on a good day. You can do all 4 of the tyres on this car because it's daily. I'm not bothered about, and the sticky, the good rubber, just something that will do the job, and I can put the miles on. And if you go for a brand I've never heard of, you can get them all for about 220 quid. So we're going to do that, and we're going to see how it goes. And then the other advisory I had on the MOT was for the I want to say the passenger side anti-roll bar. Probably need doing next year, but for now it's through. I can drive it, and that's the main thing, because I had it off the road for about 3 months, and you won't believe it, I actually really miss the car. Something about this Swedish sedan that just gets me. I swear, I get more looks and I get more comments on this than I do the Focus sometimes, which does blow my mind, but there aren't many of these about. She's seen her day, she gets the appreciation, but we still love her. So I thought I'd finish up with a bit of the plans, some funny little issues that have come up after having it MOT'd and all the service, and yeah, just a general chit chat about the update. But it's getting a bit, but I'll take you for a little drive. roars, it wants to be driven. Yeah, so after it got serviced, it's come back, and I think the first thing I noticed after it got all the work done was it actually idles higher. I'm not sure if, I'm trying to like wrap my brain for the life of me on what the idle RPM was, but it sits about 1500 RPM at the moment, and I haven't quite been able to work out why. And then sometimes it'll bounce. Now, the last time I had a vehicle that bounced RPM when sat at the idle, it was the spark plugs. So I may have to look into changing those, because it idles at about 1500, as I said, and then occasionally it'll bounce down to, when you just sat at the idle, it'll just bounce between that and about 1100. And yeah, it doesn't affect the drive at all. I just need to sort of try and spend some time, narrow it down. It's not throwing up any codes, no lights on the dashboard, just I think it's idling higher, I'm not actually sure. Yeah, anyone's got any suggestions, advice on why it might be doing that, or experiences from theirs, let me know in comments. It's how I came to some of the problems I've had before. People have actually given me comments, and it's given me where to go, and it's helped me fix them, which is the main thing I love about doing this, if I'm honest. But other than that, she's sweet as a nut. She does the job, putting some miles on them, about 15,000 off 200k miles, so let's get her up there, let's get her to be a high mileage hero, give her what she deserves. I swear, Volvos love to have high mileage. If you look on any of them, they're all mad mileage. This guy's impatient as. Nice. Yeah, so let's get out there. So my goals for the car, what I want, goals, my plans, what do I want to do? I said this a while, and it's time and it's money permitting, because I have a busy schedule, which unfortunately affects how much I can put on and how many times I get out to make these videos. But I really want to, when you have the windows down and you give it a bit of beans, it sounds a bit blowy in the exhaust from the sort. It's not really the back, I think it's somewhere towards the front. So maybe I was hoping it would, well, when I say open, it's a good thing it didn't get picked up on the MOT, so it can't be anything too wrong. But I just want to narrow it down why it sounds a bit blowy. Or if best case, get a custom little system made, which will really bring out that 5-cylinder note that everyone knows and loves from these cars. Because yeah, I think that'd be epic if I just had an exhaust system that did it justice. Other than that, that's the main thing I want to do. Is I need to get these tyres on, a couple £100, exhaust, just tidy it up, keep her going. She's a good runner, and see where we go with that. I'd actually absolutely love to take this round the track. Now, after owning it and paying a bit more attention to them, like before, I wouldn't have been able to tell you until I bought it what a Volvo 850 was, or all this. I never really knew much into it, and then purely because this one was registered on the exact day I was born, so it's the same age as me, I bought it, and then since then I've just grown to love them. And these obviously did a lot of British touring car racing, and from giving this some spirited driving around some country roads, you can see why. And I would absolutely love to get this on a track, but pretty much I've spent a lot of money getting it back on the road. Actually, I haven't even told you what the money was that I spent. So essentially it went through its MOT on the Friday, and I didn't hear anything till about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I dropped it off at 8 in the morning, bear in mind. And I didn't hear anything till about 5 in the evening. So I was a bit like, what's going on? And then I get a phone call back, and they're like, two coil, one the coil springs on the back had snapped or was broken, so they had to replace that, but that meant you can't replace one, you have to replace both. So I had both of the rear coil springs replaced, and I think at some point someone's put, or the fronts aren't as high as they used to be, so it sort of sits at a bit of a drag racer angle now, back a bit higher than the front. Not major, but you just sort of notice it sometimes. And then had the passenger side lower arm replaced, and then there were some other bits, but it ended up costing me about £700 for parts and labour. I think I had some bits of servicing that I didn't get around to doing myself done, because I just wanted it back on the road, and then some front suspension bits were done, and yeah, £750 to get her back on the road. But honestly, I don't regret a single penny of it. So we're gonna make that money worth it. She's here for another year at least. I'm not planning on letting her go anytime soon. So yeah, sorry it took so long to give you an update. Bear with, more's coming out. I've got more bits to do with her. I'll bring some more on the Focus, because I haven't seen that on the channel in a while. And yeah, just for now, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning into this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you've made it this far. I appreciate all the interactions, they really help. And yeah, hope to see you all in the next video. Bye for now.